I think if I had done history, I would be better economist today. No doubt about it. And this is about diversification of thoughts, minds, and actions. And I think this is important. For the students in the room, I was expecting more. We're told that 30 students are coming, but I only see 4. You'll communicate to your colleagues when you get back home. An ongoing debate of people who are fortunate to go to school is whether they do a PhD or they do a second master's. And I think from the discussion that we've had from Usongeso, it's becoming increasingly convincing that you need to do a second master's instead of doing a PhD. Those who want to do PhD to shine, you can continue doing that. You'll be respected for what you've done. For the asset managers in the room, there was the question of leadership. It came up a number of times in the discussion. And I would like to make you think about it from your profession. The choice between doing listed versus unlisted. When you think of leadership, do you vote for the people to go into political power and look the other way, which is investing in the JSE? Or do you elect those people and engage with them on an ongoing basis to make sure that they do and deliver what you want them to deliver? That is private equity investing. The choice is yours. If you want impact, you will decide on the basis of these 2 routes which is going to have an impact for you. Now in South Africa we have what we call the impact investing movement, which is having huge difficulties. Shangu, one of the biggest lessons of the impact investing movement is that people find it difficult to dig into their pockets to do the right thing. It also reminds us that governments have gotten so ineffective in doing what they're supposed to do, to the point that we need private sector to lead. That's what impact investing is about. And so the money managers in this room, we can no longer look at government for solutions. We can no longer look at government for leadership. You are the leaders today. If we fail, the people in this room have failed. If these children don't have jobs tomorrow or don't have opportunities to start business, it's no longer because of government, it's because of you. By show of hands, who are the asset managers? Thank you. Please go and preach this gospel wherever you go. It's a very important gospel. Not only for the beneficiaries, now I know what a beneficiary is. Not only for the beneficiaries, but also for the monies that you manage. You're growing the market for yourselves if you do that. So I was supposed to give announcements, but I thought I should abuse this because it was important. Those of us who are playing golf, you will start, the first tee off is at 10:30, 10:45 to accommodate you. Those of us who don't play golf, we can go and watch them tee off and shaizandla, or we can do what we see as a preparation for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have what we call imagogozi, the spirit of giving and sharing selflessly. We had put out an announcement or a request that you bring stuff that you no longer need, clothes, shoes, books, and whatever, to deliver as gifts to the Tumahule community. May I see the leaders from the Tumahule community? May they stand up. They received us a month ago, welcomed us to Paris, and they took us to the church, Yama Methodist. And they are going to be hosting us there tomorrow. So those gifts are going to be delivered at the church. This will be at 10:30 tomorrow. So you can sleep in tomorrow. You don't have to rush for a breakfast at 7:30. And be kitted up properly so that you can be recognized when you get to Dumahuli. You may sit down, gentlemen. Thank you very much. They will still be bringing students to tonight for the screening of Shaka, and they'll also be bringing more students to tomorrow night at the gala dinner. As was mentioned, it is very important for the children to be with us. The former Minister of Finance, who is their chairman, by the way, chairman of Old Mutual, always said, the best lesson in life is being there. You won't get it from a book, you won't get it from a classroom, you won't get it from a lecture. Just being there is the best lesson to get. And this is why the children are paramount in what we're doing. So when I talk about being recognized, some people may say these are dull colors, but there are brighter colors as well, you know. So we would like that when we get to Dumahule, they realize that number 43 has arrived. So there's a shop here, Stolosianzinza, those who come from Swaziland. It's Stolosiandi. The staff here, there's also going to be staff at the registration desk in the reception. If you can properly kit yourself so that we are identifiable. We will then do a 10-kilometer walk around the location. And this is going to help us to do a number of things. One of those is to identify the needs of the community. When we said to Old Mutual, this is not a one-night stand, we actually meant it. And we repeated it with the Dumahule community. We said it is not a one-night stand. Even when we go back to Swaziland, we will create a dedicated day in the year to come back to Dumahule to contribute what we can. So that walk is going to be a lesson for us, but it's also going to remind us of our responsibilities as mature and some of us senior citizens of the country to give back, and we never forget to do that. After Dumahule in the afternoon tomorrow, you'll have the free afternoon to yourselves. You can go and do personal shopping tomorrow. Today you're doing shopping for Dumahule. Tomorrow you can go and do personal shopping. It's a beautiful town, full of history. And you will learn a lot just by walking up and down the streets of Dumahule. We'll then come back in the evening at 6:30 to have our golf prize giving over cocktail and dinner. And after dinner, we'll have the screening of Shaka. How much of us have watched the first episode of 11? Okay. If Colleen was here, she would be shouting for joy. Now, we had two options to pick when we spoke to MultiChoice, who's sponsoring this. We had the opportunity of playing the full 1 hour first episode versus playing a 20-minute which covers the entire 12 episodes. And I argued that every South African would have watched the first episode. So they'll be bored if we play it again. So we went for the 20-minute clip. So should we continue with the 20-minute, or do you want to watch the 1 hour?
It was 2 episodes. Episode 1 and episode 2. Thank you.
That's 2 hours. You'll sleep at 2 a.m.
We wanted to sleep at 3 a.m. today.
Okay, I will talk to the powers that can make the decisions, and then we'll know by this afternoon what the decision is. Unlikely we'll have the 2 episodes, but second episode only plays tomorrow. 20 minutes, okay. Then let's stick to the 20 minutes. Huh? No, it looks like it's 20 minutes. 20 minute hands up. 1 hour hands up. None. 2 episodes up. You guys. Yeah, okay. I get the message. Just to conclude, we've been doing the round table for now 6 years of the 15 years of the legacy event. And I want you to be witnesses, and I want you to be part of this leadership, and do like you do to the politicians. Make them accountable. Keep asking questions. Usne said to me, this thing is too important to be done once a year. She has committed to doing it twice a year. I am not going to remind her. You will remind her. You be, what do they call it? The police that police the police. Thank you very much. Let's have a fantastic weekend.